about to go into a new decade. Are you guys ready? We're going to go over what the new year has in store for you starting out in January. So what messages do we have for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You guys, if you do not resonate with this message, check your chart and you may resonate with another sign. This is for Aries, January 2K20. What messages do we have coming? Oh, wait. I'm supposed to be pulling your oracle card first. I'll just go ahead and put your shuffling this one. Okay, I did skip ahead a little bit. I don't know why I'm just so used to grabbing my tarot cards first, but I have a different spread for you guys today. Okay. So what messages do we have coming into the new year for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages do we have for Aries coming into the new year? All right. Hello, baby. Okay, that's a beautiful card. Write that down. Okay. So you guys got Upper World. Isn't that beautiful? It's all blue. What number is that? 59. And this is going to be setting the tone for your January or the starting of your year. Okay. So the essence is angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. In a sense, heaven, right? It is the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become, discover your great potentials, and undreamt of possibilities. It is also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The invitation is the upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. The medicine is ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. Now you must deal with the lethargy and idleness. While support for a new destiny is not yet in place, a new destination is available to you if you act now. So what I gathered from that, Aries, is that right now you are basically saying, cut the crap on discounting yourself. Realize your fullest potential and really cultivate that, okay? Like, whatever it is that you have a niche for, do it. Fully give yourself an opportunity and a chance to fully thrive, okay? Like, don't sell yourself so short. You are worth so much more, and if you doubt yourself, you need to cut that now. Going into 2020, it's like in the movie scene in Black Panther, when he becomes the Black Panther and he has to go talk to his father and the fathers before him, the ancestors. This is what you're about to do. Okay? This is your ceremony. This is your awakening. This is the time where you fully step into your power, Aries, okay? All right. I've already shuffled your cards, so I'm just going to shuffle them a little more. What messages do we have for Aries coming into 2020? A whole new decade. Okay. So, surrounding you is the Hierophant in reverse. But I also want to pull out underneath that, wow, is Temperance. Okay? So, I feel like in pertaining to your situation or what you have on your plate coming into 2020, whatever you're going through, it requires patience. It requires you thinking things through and, thinking before you speak as well as act. But I also feel like you have lost faith or you are losing patience, which is making you lose faith in regards to whatever you're going through or have been going through coming into 2020. I will say this. Understand that everything doesn't happen just on a whim, but also understand that things won't happen if you don't put forth any effort. So like I said, come into your power. You have been a little lax for a little too long, and now you need to turn up the gas and not the gas, turn up the fire and get it going. You know what I'm saying? Get that passion going. Whatever it is that you want to do, start it up. Whatever you need to handle, start it up. Because the Wheel of Fortune, unfortunately, it came out in reverse. Now, what I'll say about that is not that, bad things are just going to be coming at you. But if you do not start to pick apart things that you have been needing to pay attention to, it will continue to keep you in a karmic cycle where you do not reap what you reap what you sow in a good way. You won't be benefiting from your harvest. You'll be getting skimp, bare minimum, you're not going to get the full things in life that you want. If you find yourself having a hard time, Aries, getting through things, it's because you have been neglecting things that needs to be taken care of. And once you start to do that, the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn up and doors will start to open and things will start to just opportunities will just start to present itself to you and you'll be like, wow, where's all this coming from? You put out good karma comes back to you. Now you also have the Nine of Cups. So like I said, with you stepping into your power and no longer selling yourself short and applying yourself fully, you're going to get everything that you want. But you have to tend to certain situations in your life that have been lingering for far too long. Or you have, maybe characteristic traits that you need to change, that you've been neglecting to change because you might be saying, well, this is just who I am. Okay, but you don't always have to remain. No one remains the same. And if you remain the same, you are stagnant. And who wants to be stagnant? You want to grow. You want to flourish. You want to fully, enjoy life. And you want to take all of the advantages and all the opportunities that are for you, but you have to remove things from your path that no longer service you. And they're getting in the way with this Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. So you really have to pay attention to things that you may have done, things you may have shortcutted, things you just may not have fully paid attention to, things that are just kind of, unfinished business. Whatever it is, you've got to handle it, definitely coming into the new year, so that the rest of your year will be profitable, will be beneficial, and will be abundant, okay? And you guys also have the Queen of Pentacles here. She came out in reverse. And she is a nurturing, financially stable, grounded, level-headed, family-oriented person. When she's in reverse, she may be questioning herself. Her finances may be out of whack. She's not necessarily thinking clearly or straight. Like, she's just kind of like, in a sense, just making moves to get money wherever she can and try and find stability wherever she can instead of actually being put together and thinking things through. So I feel like that is there's definitely a caution if you have been doing that. Now is the time for you to come up with a plan. Cultivate yourself. Be your own boss if that's what you want to be. If you want to work for someone, get into the field that you want to do for the rest of your life. The time is now. Let's clarify these cards for Aries. What do we have for Aries coming into the new year? What messages do we have for Aries coming into the new year? What messages do we have for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus coming into the new year? Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what I thought. That is insane. When the Queen of Pentacles clarifies herself, both in reverse. So you guys, like I said, you're kind of doing things to where you're maybe penny pinching, holding on to your funds because financially there is some form of a strain. Your Queen of Pentacles came out twice in reverse. That's no bueno. She don't play about her money at all. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Now, to clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's the Ten of Wands. Like I said, you need to tend to business that has been holding you back. Whatever it is that is stopping you or hindering you from going to the next phase in your life, you have got to lay those burdens down. You cannot continue your life you cannot continue your life going forward expecting great things to happen for you and you are not handling your business accordingly. That's like accruing up to 6 credit cards and you never decide to pay them off and then your credit score drops completely down. But now you say you're 32 years old and you want to purchase a house for the first time. Or you could be young. I mean, however it goes, you want to purchase a house or you want to upgrade your car or something's going on where you need to get something big and you may need a loan for it or you may need to finance it and you can't because you let 5 or 6 credit cards slip and then your credit card went from a 700 down to a 4 or 3. That's possible. And now you're, kind of like suffering from your consequences because of your neglecting of what you needed to do. Whatever it is that's holding you back, you need to let it go. Lay it to rest and move forward with your life so that you can actually reap the benefits of all this hard work you're putting in. Because if you don't untie these, whatever is holding you back, Aries, you're just going to constantly be running on a hamster wheel. And life is going to always seem like it's shitty. And you can't blame anyone else but yourself because you are in charge of your life. Now, to clarify, the Nine of Cups is the Nine of Swords, air energy. And that is about, sleepless nights, anxiety. It's also, if you look at the card, it's what's bothering your head. It's bothering your heart. It's like, I'm hearing that song Successful by Drake. I just want to be successful. I want the money, when Trey songs, I want the money, cars, I want all of that, right? But you cannot get to what it is that you want ultimately in life until you change either your spending habits, if it's finances, stop burning bridges with people because you think that you don't need anyone, but in reality, we all need connections. It could be that your mentality is, or your pride is very, very, very high, and you don't like to take advice from anyone, or you don't like to take any input from anyone because you just want to learn things on your own. And that's fine to learn things on your own, but make sure that the lesson is learned. You can't semi-learn a lesson because your past will always catch up to you. Plain and simple. And like I said, your Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse twice. So I'm feeling like this is in regards to finances. If this is in regards to you and a relationship, that relationship, for some reason, if you're still tied to it, it has gone stale and it needs to be released. But it cannot be released until you handle your business, right? But I feel like you're kind of set in your ways right now. And that's not good, to be stuck set in your ways. We've got to evolve. We have to change. What messages do we have? Listen, my shoulders are like this. What messages do we have for Aries coming into 2020 for love? What messages do we have for Aries in regards to love 2020? I feel like a lot of you may be in a transition with a lot of people in your life. And if it's not a lot of people, it could be a specific person. But I feel like you're kind of coming to realization after holding on to someone for so long that they were a waste of your time. And you don't get your time back. Okay. So, Aries, for those of you in a relationship right now, you have trust and you have unrequited love. I'm sensing for those of you that are in a relationship, you may be questioning your stance or where you stand in the relationship. You may be feeling as if you are not good enough, or as if you don't contribute much. And that gives you this sense of fear of rejection, or like someone is going to walk away from you. But you need to trust, for those of you that are in a relationship, you need to trust that this person has your back. You can lean in on this person. You see that? You just may be going through a low, and it's kind of hard to explain this low at times. So it, makes you think that you're now inadequate, or, you're now a burden. And I don't think that's necessarily the case. Now, for those of you that are not in a relationship, you may be afraid that the person that you want to connect with will reject you, or that this person, you may think that this person is out of your league. But here again, trust that maybe if you just spoke to this person, it can go in a totally different direction from what you thought or where you thought it was going to go. So I'm here to tell you, try, and what's the worst that can happen? No? Okay. It sucks. Pick yourself back up and then keep going, because you don't want to be hung up over somebody that was going to tell you no. You'd rather get the no so you know to move on versus the what if. And if it's not a no, then make your move, player. Now, let me pull out a crystal for you for the month of January. You guys got Tiger's Eye. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see that, you guys? Tiger's Eye. I'm going to read you the description as well. It is a yellow crystal with a silky luster and golden brown or honey-colored bands. So it's going to, in a sense, look like a tiger, and it may have variations of like brown, gold, yellow, kind of like a fiery stone. The healing properties as a grounding stone, Tiger's Eye combines stable earth energy with the energetic power of the sun. It promotes integrity, the proper use of power, and finishing what you start. It also balances the emotions. So I feel like for whatever it is that you have to face that is coming from your past, that's why that stone came out for you guys. It's about balancing you, grounding you, because your queens are not grounded. And these are earth sign queens. They need to be grounded. Okay? So, whatever it is that you have been, neglecting to tend to, the universe will either do it for you or you can do it for yourself. But, you know, either way, it's going to get done because we got to let these burdens from our past go, Aries. We don't need to hold on to these. So, you know, happy New Year's, you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all feedback. And I will see you guys next year. You guys be safe, okay?